Carly Bond, president of Tennessee Mortgage Bankers Association, and today I have with me Tiffany Searcy Wright, who serves as our Middle Tennessee director and our D&I initiative director for TNBA. How are you, Tiffany?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Carly?
It's good to see you. Good. Good to see you too. So I have really enjoyed getting to know you really over the past 2 years. But I know that everybody else doesn't know you like I do. So why don't you tell everybody just a little bit about yourself?
Oh, I'd be glad to. So I am Tiffany Searcy Wright. I am a 25-year veteran of the mortgage industry. I am a University of Tennessee Knoxville graduate, and just like everybody else, probably about 2 years after graduating from college, I just stumbled, and I say stumbled into the mortgage industry. And honestly, it was probably the best decision. I was nervous and scared to do it, but 20 years later, I will tell you, I'm truly living my why. I love what I do. I love this industry. I love what we do every day, and it's been great. I am married to my best friend, Luther Wright Jr. We've been married for 22, 23 years, 20-something years. I have 2 beautiful kids, Bryson, who is in his 2nd year at UT Knoxville, so he's a legacy. And Kendall, she is a junior at Green Hills High School. We live on a farm that's been in my family for over 100 years. I am a huge sports fan, so right now it is crazy at my house with March Madness going on. We have every TV on, and we're flipping, game, men's, women, all of it. It's just, we are in heaven right now. If you spend more than 5 seconds with me, you will know that I'm a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And I think that's it. I think that's don't you think that's kind of me?
That is you. If you didn't mention the Steelers, I was going to. One of the first things I found out about you.
Usually I have a coat, a jacket, it's
something.
I'm very easy to gift.
So true. So you recently completed your A&P and are on your way to getting that Super Bowl ring, that CMB. So why don't you share with everybody a little bit about what this experience has been like for you?
Yes, and thank you for asking about that. Graduating from the schools of mortgage banking, which is what you do when you earn your A&P, has been an absolutely eye-opening experience for me. It has given me basically a full spectrum lens into everything that makes our industry what it is. So, me personally, I've always been in origination. So I've always been front facing with the borrower. So I've not really been exposed to secondary or servicing or products or, compliance and all of the different things that make us who we are in this industry. So going through the schools of mortgage banking, it gives you a very detailed, intricate look into all the components of our industry. So I now have a wealth of appreciation, and I will say a wealth of appreciation for all of the different individuals that makes up who we are. And I would recommend it for anybody to consider getting these designations, not only because I think it makes us better industry professionals, I think it makes us, like for me, it's made me a better loan officer. And I think that when you look at our industry, particularly at the top level in terms of leadership, they all have them. Everybody that's in leadership in our industry has these designations, just about most of them. So it's been great, and I would encourage anybody to do it.
Well, you're my inspiration, Tiffany, and so hopefully I can follow in your footsteps.
Yeah, I'll help you any way that I can.
Well, I'll be asking, so get ready. So what's been your best part, in your opinion, about your involvement with TNBA?
This right here, the relationships, by far, the connections, the network, of people that you gain access to. I will tell you, just like the answer I just gave you about the School of Mortgage Banking, that experience, I don't think I would have survived schools of mortgage banking without the connections that I have by being active and involved in TNBA, in the Mortgage Bankers Association. You know, particularly like in School of Mortgage Banking too, which is all about secondary and hedging and, you know, best efforts and mandatory delivery and CMOs, and where literally there were days I was like, I'm so going to fail this class. And I was able to pick up the phone and call some of these friendships and connections that I've gained and really say, just help me, walk me through this. And everybody was so supportive, so encouraging, and it was wonderful. And then the other thing that I will say is, and I didn't really know this until I actually got active and involved, is the opportunity to lead by example. You know, you never really realize who's watching you or who's paying attention to the things that you're doing, and that some of the things that you do might, like you just said, inspire others and encourage others to do, you know, great things. So I would say those have been the two best parts, the relationships and the opportunity to really lead by example.
I love that. And, you know, the relationships are priceless. You cannot put a tag on that.
No.
And it is something that you'll carry with you forever, right?
Yes.
Invaluable.
Friends forever.
That's right. Totally. All right. So you have done a fantastic job leading this diversity and inclusion initiative, and it really is just taking off. And so why don't you share with others why you think that they should get involved? Why should they take the time out of their day to get involved?
Well, I think it goes back to what we've been talking about all, you know, in this conversation. This industry, for me, and I know for you, because we've talked about it, has been wonderful for me. It has allowed me to take care of my family. It has allowed me to grow professionally, individually. And I think it's about paying it forward, you know, giving back to an industry that's given you so much. And also, and I'll tell you this, well, whether you're looking to maybe mentor somebody, you know, maybe you're looking for an opportunity to mentor somebody, or maybe you need a mentor, you know, being active and involved in this organization it's a great opportunities for that. But most important, I think the reason why you should be active and involved is because we oftentimes have matters that come about, whether they're regulatory, legislative, that can impede our ability to do our job, which our jobs are to help borrowers and potential homeowners gain access to home ownership. And when you think about that still in America, consumers, their number one vehicle or tool to gain access to generational wealth is through home ownership.
Absolutely.
When you couple that with the stability and the correlation between the housing market and our overall economic picture, those things need to be protected. Somebody needs to be protecting those two things. And who's going to do the advocacy work? We should. It's our responsibility to do the advocacy work. It is our responsibility to be the voice of our industry and to advocate for our borrowers.
Yeah.
It's just so important. So I would say to anyone who is actively in our business, or you might be part of an organization or an industry that supports the real estate finance industry, you might be an ally for us. Okay. I would say pay it forward. Get involved. We need as many soldiers as we can, boots on the ground, to make sure that home ownership is there for everyone and everybody has access to it. So pay it forward.
I'm so glad that you brought up the advocacy piece, because that's so much of what we do.
Yes.
And I really feel like, the next 12 months, we may see some things, and we've already seen some things in our industry, and it's going to take all of us, our voices are better heard as a bigger group.
Yes.
And so I would encourage anybody that's in this industry, come join us, give back to something that's given you so much, and let's all, together protect our industry and protect those that we serve. So thank you, Tiffany, for everything that you have done throughout this past year. I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to work with you, and look forward to working with you some more next year and seeing where we take this D&I thing next year. So thank you for your leadership. We appreciate you.
And you too, you have done a fantastic job
Thank
leading us during these unprecedented times. And I think you've done a fantastic job. So,
well, I appreciate it. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. So thank you, everybody. And next up, we will spotlight Stacy Cook, who is our legislative chair for TNBA. Thanks, everybody.